Alright guys, we are back, and let me tell you what we got going on for the quarters. The first game is going to be Damage Control going up against Roughnecks. That's going to be the first one. The second set, Lanesra going up against 302 Destroyers.
Okay.
Then we're going to have Murda Inc. going up against OG Chokehold. And guess how we're going to end it? A-Team and Rude Boys.
Wow.
In the quarters.
Wow.
That's a finals match.
As fate would have it, A-Team and Rude Boys meeting up in the quarters.
In the quarters. So there is some smoke coming your way.
This quarters is extremely competitive.
Yeah.
But that's like we said, cream of the crop, rise to the top.
That's right. I'm really excited for this A-Team Rude Boys match. But all of these are going to be really good. I'm taking A-Team.
All right, let's go through it again. So we got Damage Control Roughnecks.
Yep. Damage Control Roughnecks. Lanesra versus 302 Destroyers. Murda Inc. versus OG Chokehold. And then A-Team and Rude Boys.
I'm going Damage Control. God, as much as I like 302, I'm going Lanesra.
Yeah, same.
Chokehold's been there, done that, proved it, but Murda Inc.'s got young blood.
That's a coin flip for me.
I'm gonna go Murda Inc. because Coy said he's the best, so he's gotta back that up.
You can't be yelling at us, saying you're the best, and then not make it out of the quarters.
So I'm gonna take Coy's word on it, or Kai's word on it,
and then A-Team and Rude Boys.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm honestly, and I love all. I know, I'm going Rude Boys. I'm giving Rude Boys the slight advantage based on the coaching of Ian Carlin.
The coaching is great for Rude Boys. I think it's A-Team's tournament.
All right. And the controversy is now setting itself up.
You guys have anyone else who you think has a strong case to win this? Let us know. Because this is going to be some great matches.
And tell us why. Tell us why you're picking who you're picking.
And you know what's going to be huge is Damage Control went undefeated until they lost that set to the Rude Boys. They haven't played in an hour and a half.
And the last time they did play, they lost.
Right.
And they haven't really had a lot of adversity today.
Right.
And adversity builds character. And not to say Damage Control doesn't have it, but in the confines of this day, Damage Control has had smooth sailing.
And when you're winning, everything is all, sweet and easy and relaxed, and everyone's getting along. It's those teams that, come out of the trenches yelling and screaming, and it's just grit point after point.
Bloodied in battle.
Yeah,
yep.
That's who you got to worry about.
Game stop.
What are we at here? We're at 40. All right, guys. We just need 35 more.
We know. A-Team's playing Rude Boys later.
Let the people
know. That's
know.
Who we're saying they play.
Let the people know. We got the quarterfinals up here. The best of the best are now playing each other. We're going to be in store for some entertaining paintball, some punching and counter punching and double counter punching.
Yep.
And you best believe all these teams are locked and loaded. They know the angles. They know this field. There are no more surprises. So now it's about, mental toughness and strategy.
The money's on the table. Who's going to take it?
$2,500 cash money, $1,500 HK gift certificate,
a banner,
and
a fat trophy you can pour some champagne in and drink out that.
Not to mention, second place is still getting a piece of the pie. Second place is looking at a $1,000 HK Army gift certificate and a choice of 5 Virtue Spire IRs or 5 Virtue Bio masks. Those are top of the line paintball products that Virtue makes. I mean, Virtue's. We're sponsored by Virtue. High quality, just like HK. And then even third place is getting a piece of the action with a $500 HK Army gift. And because you're third, you get the seconds of what the second place team chooses.
And if you get fourth, you know what you get? A handshake. Thanks for coming out.
Yep. You should have played better.
Yep.
But the the reason that they're out here is not for fourth, not for third, not for second. They're out here for first place.
That's right. And I'm I don't want to say I'm nervous for damage control, but let's see how they respond to losing their last game and not playing in an hour and a half.
Significant downtime.
Roughnecks are on the field and damage control is nowhere to be found.
You know, they might have said something to themselves in the sense of, we don't want to do this anymore. I'm not sure. That would be uncharacteristic of damage control. We're kind of at a loss for words right now.
Yeah.
They're getting ready.
Owner-operator John Atkins is informing us that damage control just recently got paint. So I would, say to them, you had a while to get ready. Who's running the organization?
That's why, it's huge when you're at these tournaments to have pit help, a coach.
10 seconds.
You want people, you don't want to have to play and then worry about filling a bunch of pods for yourself. You want to play a game, go back to your pit area and see that your pit crew has got everything ready for you.
Exactly.
And is handing you a bottle of water, filling your pack up, wiping you off, and saying, get back out there.
It's just like any sport. Golfers, they have caddies.
Yeah.
NBA players, they got the bench guys taking their their warm-ups and giving them water.
Yep.
Baseball players, they got the bat boys. I mean, every sport has a crew. NASCAR has the pit crew. I mean, every sport has assistants, so the players play.
That's right.
Shooters shoot.
Shooters shoot.
Players play.
That's right.
And you let your pit crew take care of the overhead, if you will. We're stalling as best as we can, waiting for damage control. I'm running out of material. Owner-operator John Atkins is scrambling, trying to get things in order.
He's been scrambling all day.
He's been scrambling all day, but that's what happens when you run a tournament.
Right.
There is no rest. Again, the weather is absolutely gorgeous.
And they are giving damage control 2 minutes to get on the field, or it could potentially be a forfeit.
I mean,
here comes damage control.
It's a friendly society we got here. Damage control has made the entire tournament series wait for them, so I'm assuming they got something special up their sleeve.
Hey, when you're the #1 seed, you do whatever the hell you want, I guess.
No, we're not ready yet, excuse me.
Right. Look, we're the #1 seed. We'll get on the field when we want.
And now, if I'm Roughnecks,
I'm gonna be
sitting there,
pissed.
I'm saying, you know what? These dudes making us sit out here and wait.
Got our mask on, baking in the sun.
I'm gonna give someone a couple extra.
Absolutely.
Nothing malicious, of course. All in good sport. All in good sport.
All in good sport. But you just made me wait on the field 5 minutes with my mask on so you could fill some pods.
You've made me angry.
Yeah.
You've made me angry.
Oh, this is going to be a good one, guys.
Yep, and Ninja Turtle, that's right. Elevated fields, he knows what he's doing.
1 minute left. Roughnecks on the right. Damage control is going to be on the left.
Spread the word, guys. NRPL Hooligans Cup, going for the money. Let's get the viewership up. It's going to be an entertaining time to come here in front of us.
30 seconds.
And after this, we will have Lanesra versus 302 Destroyers. And that's going to be a good one as well, guys.
For Ren or Farron 003's got Lanesra out there for the win. Let's see.
Seconds. 20 seconds.
All right, 20 seconds till game time. All the training, all the preparation, all the time, all the money.
10 seconds.
Comes down to this. Sunday paintball, quarterfinals, round 1, game 1. Let's roll.
And damage control loses 1 on the break?
Yep. Both companies are mirrored up, or both players mirrored up in the snake insert.
Oh, and damage control gets a major penalty.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Eric White pushing up the center tower.
Yep, Roughnecks in control now. They observed the major penalty, and we're looking at a 5-on-1. Odds would say Roughnecks are going to win this point, and you got to say that you know, damage control making them wait. This last guy might get a few extra. We'll see.
Yeah, if I'm Roughnecks, I'm gonna drop the hammer on this.
Yeah, they're coming down the field casually. He's waving, please, please, please,
Yeah,
don't
please.
shoot me.
And that's what we're talking about. Coming here, pissed off, you know, damage control made you wait out on the field. And this is what I'm talking about, man. Damage control, undefeated, play one game in an hour and a half, and they've lost back-to-back.
Yep. And here's the adversity we were talking about, and it just punched them right in the face.
Yeah.
So the question is damage control going to be ready to go the second point of this best of 3?
If damage control loses one more game this set, they're out of the tournament without a top 4 finish.
No cash, no money,
Nothing.
no banner, no prize, no hopper, no nothing.
And that's what we talk about when we say, you know, quarters is a whole new tournament. It doesn't matter what seed, what you did in the prelims. When you make it out of the prelims on, it's a new tournament. Anyone can beat anyone.
Your home, OG Chokehold your way. In the whole Annapolis 18-2, your home, Rude Boys your way.
Roughnecks, I'm sure, feeling confident right now. But now we're moving on to 302 Destroyers on the right, representing Delaware, and Lanesra on the left.
Lanesra really hasn't played I think just played one rubber match as well.
302 is looking for the upset here. I mean, they're going to need to catch some magic in a bottle to beat Lanesra. Lanersra's got a solid group of players that know what they're doing.
20 seconds.
But 302 is here for a reason. They can smell the cash money. They can smell the gift certificate. They can smell the trophy.
10 seconds.
You know, in the cash money, that comes and goes. The trophy's there forever. Lanesra 5 guns up off the break.
It's like a 5-on-5 game right now.
302 player getting checked out in the insert Aztec on the Dorito side. And he's clean, 5-on-5. Lanesra doubled up in the back center temple. And they release up to the center temple. And Phil to the snake side corner. But 302 gets into the Dorito 1. Both teams making moves trying to gain position. Lanesra snake player trying to get a little antsy and get into that snake if he can. Playing over the top, running
And there
and
he
gunning.
goes. He's going to make it in clean.
Successful move to the snake. Skips the snake 2, goes to the 50 snake. 302 Destroyer at this point in the tournament better know that the 50 snake can shoot him.
Absolutely. Still a 5-on-5 game. Lanesra now moving into the center brick.
I gotta give the position favorite obviously to Lanesra, given that they have the center brick and the 50 snake. 302 Destroyer player knows the field, knows he's exposed to the 50 snake.
And 302 loses their snake corner player.
Refs checking out the 302 player in 301. You'd like to see this snake player for 302 try to get up on his horse and get into the snake to apply some pressure.
Still 5 alive for Lanesra. Oh, and they lose another player on the snake side, 302 does.
Yikes.
5-on-3 in favor of Lanesra.
But 302 has the 2 bodies on the Dorito side and 1 player still in the snake insert. Snake insert player's probing, but not really looking to make a move right now.
Good communication by Lanesra right now.
Absolutely. Sharing the information.
Lanesra now getting up to 302's brick. Great move. Number 12 for Lanesra.
Look, that's John Fram up there. Well, this snake player on 302 is going absolutely nowhere now at this point.
Nope. Good communication by number 17 in the snake.
And Fram gets the kill on the snake player, and now it's just a matter of time.
He puts a great shot on the Dorito player, it looks like. No, he's still clean. Look at this huge move by John.
Wow.
He's gonna drop the hammer. And he got both of them clean.
Wow. That doesn't surprise us, though. We've seen John, a.k.a. Chronic, make moves like that his entire career.
Yeah.
Dropping the hammer.
5 alive win for Lanesra.
Ace.
They just put their foot on 302's necks.
Yep, and someone called it in there. 302 versus the new Arsenal. Kenny, 302 is taking this one on the chin. So someone, you know, saw that one coming, I guess. Giving a shout out to Chronic.
A 5 alive win at that.
Yeah. But, you know, for whatever reason, the 302 snake player, I mean, he did lose his corner guy, so I'll give him that. But he had what appeared no desire to get into the snake.
Up next, Murda Inc.'s going to be on the left. OG chokehold on the right.
Damage control your way.
I'm liking Murda Inc. right here, Kenny.
Hey, Ghost of Jin's asking, is Pittsburgh still in it?
They are not. Unfortunately, they are not.
They must have just missed it because we saw them win a good amount of games today.
Yeah, yeah.
But don't drop off. Keep
30
watching.
seconds.
Please.
First game of the quarterfinals for these two teams. Murda Inc. on the left, OG chokehold on the right. And like we've said before, OG chokehold won the first NRPL tournament. I believe it was like November last year. So they have been here before.
Yep.
They know what it takes.
They've got the W under the belt.
10 seconds.
Murda Inc.'s new blood in the game. They got Killa Kai on them.
Ace. Game on.
Oh, and chokehold goes for a delayed move to the snake, but it fails.
They lose 2 on the break, OG chokehold does.
Yikes. Meanwhile, they do counter up to the center brick, but he's got a mirror in there already looking that way.
5 alive for Murda Inc.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kai here in the middle for Murda Inc. decides to blow through and bunker out this threat in front of him at some point.
Richie making a move from Dorito corner to the Dorito one.
But Dylan, Murda Inc. dropped the ball and let the chokehold player get out to the snake corner.
You cannot let that
And honestly,
happen.
I'm putting that one on Kai. As good as he's been playing, he was in the brick watching snake side, let go of the lane, and the guy fills out wide. Let's see if he can redeem himself here.
You cannot let that happen, man.
1 minute.
And I think it's going to be okay. It's a 5-on-2 now, but the Murda Inc. player just got eliminated in Dorito 4-on-2.
4-on-2 now. Kai really needs to try and at least trade out with the center break guy, making a 3-on-1.
You can tell he's thinking
He's
about
looking over the top, scanning the field. He might get on his horse here in a second.
it. Just go do it.
Just do it, bro. There you go. Just do it.
30 seconds.
And that was
That's
the
all you want. Yep.
perfect move you needed. Now it's a 3-on-1 in favor of Murda Inc. OG chokehold stuck in the snake corner. It's not looking good. But
20 seconds.
we've seen this guy pull off a 2-on-1 in the snake corner before.
That's correct. Granted, this is a 3-on-1, but again, he's got a guy in front of him that he probably doesn't need to worry too much about. But look, Murda Inc. saying, I'm not playing this game. Oh. Chokehold saw him coming, but they still traded. But that's what you like to see from one of your guys. We're not going to play this whimsy. I'm going to go bunker him and eliminate him and win this game right now.
Murda Inc. gonna get this first win. And they're playing good, man.
22.
The only thing I would say is Kai needs to stay on that lane when he comes that way. Even if they've shot 2 guys on this side, again, it's not always the sexiest job. It can be boring, but if your job is to come there and shoot that way, that's what you're supposed to do.
You cannot let him fill out wide. Keep him pinched in the center.
On the field, Naples 18-2, your home, Rood Boys.
All right, you got A-team, I got Rood Boys.
Up next,
This is the last game in the first set of the quarterfinals. A-team on the left, Rood Boys on the right. I thought this was a potential finals match.
Yeah, and as fate would have it, they meet up in the quarters.
This is gonna be a good one.
What does Ian Carlin, Rude Boys coach, have dialed up for this point right here?
30
Well, he's a
seconds.
smart guy, and I'm sure he knows, look, A-Team likes to sit back. So do you want to try and beat them at their own game? Or are you going to say, let's push them?
20 seconds.
Now, when I think of Rude Boys, I think of more of a team that's going to look to push the issue.
I would agree with that.
So two conflicting styles of play, battling out here in the quarterfinals of the Hooligan Cup at NRPL Series. $4,000 on the line. Who wants it?
Game.
5 alive for both teams on the break, it looks like.
Snake corner is getting checked for Rude Boys, and
He's
he's
clean.
clean. Yep, 5 up.
But Rude Boys lose their back center player. That's huge.
Yikes. A-Team does get into the center brick as well.
And the snake. He's going to crawl now up to the 50 snake.
This is the 2-pod killer right here.
Four on 5 in favor of A-Team right now.
A-Team does get up into the Dorito 1. Rude Boys are looking to get 1 kill to even this thing up if they can. Two-pod killer here in the 50 snake, playing down the wire, trying to control the guy in front of him.
Advantage definitely for A-Team.
Oh, yeah. And you see the disciplined A-Team player. Yeah, it's boring, but he's staying in the center brick and he's staying on that lane. He's not going to let Rude Boys just willy-nilly come up that snake side.
Good communication for A-Team right now.
Both teams not willing to risk anything big. It appears Rude Boys has decided they're going to try to play this game slow and see if they can just outgun A-Team.
A-Team now getting up to the insert Dorito.
Yep, I believe that's Cole that got up into the insert Dorito up there. He's looking to make a move, get to the 40.
And he's going to do it.
Yep, nice smooth move, gun up. A-Team's got the positioning across the field.
Rude Boys with both corners and both cans. A-Team with both corners, 50 snake, center brick, and 40 Dorito.
Yep.
Oh, and look at A-Team going up to Rude Boys center brick. Great move. And Rude Boys lose another player.
Tyler Wen, 77.
A-Team playing this very smart. They're not in no rush. Working as a team.
20 seconds.
Rude Boys is not going to let it be an easy feat for A-Team to plunk them out.
I don't believe A-Team knows they killed Rude Boys snake corner. For the Rude Boys, it's both cans in the Dorito corner left. Still 5 alive for A-Team. This guy in Rude Boys brick, he's looking to get frisky. He's wrapping around now.
Yep, trying to get an angle on that Dorito corner player. Looks like he just missed the shot. And the way he's playing over the top like that, that gives him the ability to shoot at multiple people.
And Rude Boys are going to lose their Dorito can, and it looks like get a minor penalty.
60 seconds.
A-Team takes the first point.
A-Team's going to take the first point.
Ace.
Good win by A team. Rude Boys are one loss away from getting kicked out of this tournament.
Well, glad I didn't bench
Point
him.
accrued.
It might be A team's day.
They definitely put the work in. They've put the work, the time in. That's for sure.
Back up. The second round now of the quarters.
On the
Damage
field,
control on the
Roughnecks.
right.
Your
Roughnecks
home.
on the left.
And look at that, damage control's already on the box.
Yeah, before Roughnecks. Surprise, surprise.
302 Destroyers,
Damage
your
control
home.
needs this winner. They're going home, Kenny.
OG Chokehold, your home.
You know,
Murder 8, you're away.
they better regroup, reconnect, recalibrate,
Yep.
and get back to that mindset they had as they were cruising through the prelims.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the long break can definitely affect the flow, but it's not an excuse. That's how the cookie crumbles. So you gotta adapt as you go based on the cards you are dealt.
Yep.
20 seconds.
You got damage control on the right, chokehold on the left.
And this is the first time damage control has made it out of the prelims, and I get it that they were balling, but you know it's a whole different vibe out here in the quarters.
K1.
And they shoot the Roughnecks Dorito corner player. 5-on-4 in favor of damage control.
Yep. Damage control is in the snake insert bunker while Roughnecks is in the bunker behind that one.
Damage control now pushing up the Dorito side.
Eric White in the center temple for Roughnecks communicating, letting his people know what's going on. Damage control with a big move. From the back center to all the way to the snake corner. Now he's going to be able to give cover fire to his player in front of him.
Still a 5-on-4 game here.
Damage control drops another body making a move. 5-on-3 and, or sorry, Roughnecks drop another body. 5-on-3 and damage control player. But a damage control player looks like he took a shot in. But he's clean coming into the snake. Now he's in the 50 snake in the power position. Going for the over-the-top shot. Putting pressure on Eric White in the center temple, making Eric very uncomfortable.
Yep.
Damage control player letting his team know there's a guy in the bunker in front of me. They call that the God.
In the back center player, Eric White's going to get taken out
Yep.
for Roughnecks.
Oh, but damage control gets dropped.
4-on-2 now in favor of damage control. 1-on-4 now in favor of damage control. And that's going to do it. Damage control is going to tie this up,
Yep.
and they still have life.
Just like that. And they look like the damage control we've seen all day in that one.
Right. Cool, calm, collective, worked as a team,
Making the moves that were needed. Yeah.
and shooting someone on the break. You can't express how important that is. When you shoot someone on the break, it makes other teams switch up their game plan that much faster, and you have the advantage, obviously.
And instantly the odds become in your favor.
Yep.
Just like that.
30 seconds.
Next up, Lanesra versus 302 Destroyers. If Lanesra wins this, they're moving on. 302 will be
On
out.
the field, 302 Destroyers, your
And
home.
I'll tell you what, that
Murda,
first
your
game,
away.
Lanesra
OG Chokehold, your home.
put that work in
Murda,
already.
302 is going to need to try to push this
BoiZ,
snake side.
and
I wouldn't be
Memphis
surprised if they
82.
try to go snake off break this point.
Right. Lanesra's been looking good.
Yeah. And they got the roster to do it. So who do y'all got out there? Let's hear it in the comments. Who we got? What's the popular vote for winning this whole thing?
20 seconds. 30 seconds.
Not 302.
10 seconds. 20 seconds. Game on.
302 going the insert snake bunker and the snake corner successfully. Meanwhile, Lanesra goes the Dorito one off break and comes up to the center temple gunning. And 302 drops a back center player, so it's a 5-on-4 in Lanesra's favor. Lanesra fills out to the snake corner. And again, the 302 player on the snake side is looking inside. But he does have two guns in the middle looking right at him, so it's not an easy feat to go through two guns.
Still a 5-on-4 game.
Yep. And 302 Dorito player gets eliminated, 5-on-3. Lanesra pushes the issue and gets into the snake. We've seen him have some great points out here.
Yeah. Number 17 for Lanesra. Woodman. Both corners for 302 and the insert snake bunker.
And the Dorito corner player gets shot. That's a lack of discipline. I mean, you got to know at this point in the game, 50 Snake is going to be the first guy that you're going to be the first guy he shoots at.
And it looks like Lanesra is about to make another great move.
Yep. Fram's on their side of the field. We saw him here last time. Schmo creeping up the middle, looking for the kills. Lanesra talking it up. Appears to be only a moment in time until... Yep, and he's releasing. Cleared out the immediate threat.
And that's going to do it. Lanesra essentially winning 5 alive both games. They haven't got shot yet in the quarters.
Yeah. But hey, I just want to say, 302 should be proud of themselves. I know that they weren't the favorite in this game, but 302 went from a team that we first saw out here at the first tournaments that was kind of looked unorthodox, or not unorthodox, but unorganized and not so on top of things. But they definitely showed us some stuff today.
Right, they really did.
And what they probably learned from today is that, yeah, we can play good in the prelims, but that's only half the battle, right? Once you get to this next level, it's a whole different ball game.
Yep.
Everything is more intense. The value of your life is higher.
Yep.
Because you're only playing, I mean, it's one match per round. So, I mean, it's win or go home.
You're home, Murda Inc.
But credits to 302 from Delaware. They should be proud of themselves. They're going against a team that's, according to the chat, probably the favorite to win.
And damage control, you're in the hole.
And they're playing really good. I have now picked them as my favorite.
30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
I have. I could see them and A-Team in the finals. That's what I'm going for.
Okay. All right, let it be known.
20 seconds.
Up next, OG Chokehold on the left, Murda Inc. on the right. Murda Inc. wins this. OG Chokehold's going home.
10 seconds.
Richie's running. He's not playing back center at this point.
It's about time. He's gonna make it into the big Dorito. Murda Inc. mirrored him up as well. 5-on-5 game.
Murda Inc. does the secondary move into the center brick.
Followed by OG Chokehold in the brick now.
Chokehold counters. Chokehold also fills out to the Dorito corner. Yikes, Chokehold loses their back center player.
And their Dorito corner player. 5-on-3 in favor of Murda Inc.
All right, in just 3 minutes time, we will be starting the quarterfinals.
Murda Inc. now getting into the snake. I don't know why their brick guy's looking Dorito side. If he looked snake side, he wouldn't let him get the
Yep.
snake. But
And meanwhile, they also Murda Inc. also got into the snake corner. But you can tell the center brick player for Chokehold knows Murda Inc.'s there.
he's gonna make the move. Is this Koi, Kai? And he trades out with the brick.
That's the move you want.
Absolutely.
That's the move you want.
He has been balling today.
Yeah. It's really cool to see a young guy put the work in, and now it starts to pay off.
Richie making a retreat from the Dorito into the Dorito corner.
I don't hate that move, especially when your team's on the straights, on the dire straights.
Oh, and the insert player on OG Chokehold gets to the snake corner too. Not bad.
Nope.
Get in the corners and lock it down. Make Murda Inc. come to you. If anything, let the time run out as a draw.
Yep. And then go fight for that third match.
Heads up play by OG Chokehold. 4-on-2 though in favor of Murda Inc. Oh, and Murda Inc. loses their Dorito player, so it's a 3-on-2 now.
Murda Inc. 50 snake player. In a tricky spot. I mean, obviously he wants to help his team win the game, but there's only so much you can do from the 50 snake when the other team has the snake corner hot. That's why that move Dylan was talking about was so critical.
Murda Inc. making a huge move from Dorito corner to the 40 Dorito.
Yep. Spread across the 50s now. Yeah, you'd like to see this other Murda Inc. player insert himself into the game.
And OG Chokehold's gonna lose their Dorito corner player.
Wow.
It's now a 3-on-1.
1 minute.
Last 1 minute to game time. Wasted potential and offended. You guys are on deck. Harrisburg, Havoc, and Baltimore.
And here's the same guy coming down again to do the final run through. That must be his signature, number 187. He likes to gun down the last dude.
Yeah, he does.
But that's what you want your player to do. Your back player, he reads, assesses the field, understands there's one guy left. The more time that you let that guy live in the corner, the more time that something bad could happen for your team, right? So
right.
if you just go say, you know what, I'm going to run him down,
30 seconds.
you eliminate the time, you eliminate the threat, and Murda Inc. gets the win.
And OG Chokehold's going home.
So that's back-to-back now where we've seen teams win the matches 2-0. And now Rood BoiZ is at risk of being in the same boat.
Yeah. Murda Inc. in the top 4, as well as Lanesra. We will see a rubber match with Damage Control and Roughnecks after this next point. If Arsenal wins this point, they're on to the top 4 as well, and Rood BoiZ are going home.
Next.
Yeah, but you said 8 team's your favorite, so we'll see.
Target crew.
We definitely will adjust the cameras on the next one. Right now, it's a little too late for that, guys. You know, we're still working as we go. We're learning as we go, and I can promise you guys the next tournament we have in September, we're gonna have like 3 or 4 different cameras with different views, and it'll be much better, much clearer. So just bear with us, guys. I'm sorry, you know, if it's a little bit of a struggle, but we're getting better as we go.
Hopefully our calm voices will guide you through the match, right? So you can understand what's going on.
Apparently with the sky, it's something with the lighting.
1 minute.
All love Ninja Turtle. Rood BoiZ are going to be on the left, A-Team on the right.
Home team, Rood BoiZ. Annapolis 18-2. You were away.
And I expect Rood BoiZ
Damage
to
control in the hole.
come out fighting and swinging.
What else can you do?
Right.
What else can you do? Rood BoiZ have the talent, they have the coaching.
30 seconds.
I mean, the last point, one of their best players, number 88, I believe that Cheesem got burned. You always hate to see when your best player gets shot off the break. It's slightly
Yeah.
demoralizing.
It is.
To see one of your best players get shot early. So
When I'm playing and I see Kenny Frank get burned on the break, I'm just like conceited. Just
I feel the same way about you. And if we both get burned, it's like, yikes.
Ew. Here we go.
Game on.
Rude BoiZ goes to the snake off break. 77 Tyler Wen.
He's getting checked out by the ref.
Giving the check. Meanwhile, two-pod killer on A-team's held up in the snake insert bunker.
He's clean, and A-team loses their Dorito corner on the break.
All right, this is big. This is big. If Tyler Wen can capitalize on his snake presence. Oh, and just like that, Rude BoiZ let two-pod killer into the snake.
Rude BoiZ in the 50 snake now. A-team in snake 2. Rude BoiZ also in the 40 Dorito.
And you can see the two-pod killer on A-team is trying to figure out, is there a guy in the 50 snake right now? And it's hard to tell because so many people are here in this bunker, you can't hear it.
A-team now making a great move out to the snake corner to help his snake player.
Meanwhile, Rude BoiZ pushing the D side heavy, all the way to their side. Man,
Ragsdale?
Ragsdale said, I'm done sitting in the corner trying to hold things down. I'm gonna push. And he's still pushing. Ragsdale gonna eat the back center's back up. There we go. Yep. Ragsdale's in their corner. Tyler Wen making two-pod killer eat it. That's the Rude BoiZ I picked when I said Rude BoiZ are gonna win. And now we got ourselves an excellent match between two heavy hitters. Rude BoiZ said we're not giving up yet. And based on what I observed,
Guys,
based on what I observed, Matt Ragsdale woke up.
yeah, and he always does it this time. We have said this since we've started commentating and doing this. Every single time it's the quarters, whose name do we bring up on the Rude
Number
BoiZ?
52, Matt Ragsdale.
Every single time. And what does he do right there? He's in the Dorito corner. His boy's in the 40 Dorito in a good spot. He's like, yo, I don't want to be in my Dorito corner. I'm going to go to their Dorito corner.
I'll have better angles there.
We always bring this kid's name up when it comes to money's on the line. I'll tell you what, man. This guy needs a raise.
Do Ragsdale.
Trent, take your boy out to lunch.
Looks like
Do
they're
something. Like,
home.
Ragsdale on crunch time always comes through. Always comes
Now
through.
you gotta wonder, A-team,
Rude BoiZ, you're right
what
back
are they
up.
gonna do? What are they gonna do to counter what just happened? Because
Right.
A-team had the positions. I mean, yeah, they got one guy burned, but they had the snake, they had the, I mean, they had the spots, but Rude BoiZ just said, nah.
So we're going to have 2 rubber matches. Damage control on the left, Roughnecks on the right. Winner of this is making the top 4.
The competition is getting fierce, ladies and gentlemen.
You love to see it.
We're back up to 51. That's good to see. We would still love for y'all to growl in
Forget
25
the-
more people. I'm still hooked on the 75.
Forget
Come
the
on.
75.
Text your grandma, text your cousin, text your aunt. Tell them just to jump on just for 5 minutes, please. Just let us get to that magical 75 number. Because this is entertaining paintball. It really is. I mean,
Right.
this is, you know, if you're gonna watch, now's the time to tune in. You know, now is the time to tune in. And you say, why should we tune in? Because they're playing for $2,500 cash money. They're playing for a $1,500 HK Army gift certificate. And they're playing for the hardware, the trophy.
And, you know, it's cool to see all the new young talent on the East Coast.
Absolutely.
You know, we got teams from Delaware, from Annapolis, from Pittsburgh,
Yep,
you know.
Pittsburgh's team rolling
People
out.
are driving up to play these events, and it's just cool to see the young talent here.
And we had a
New York team on the D5 field. It's awesome. It's great to see. It's awesome to see.
NR Paintball. Only the best.
30 seconds.
Let's see if
Thanks,
Roughnecks can make a huge upset here.
Yeah, they're gonna need to
20 seconds.
honestly.
You know what they need to do? Shoot someone on the break.
Shoot someone on the break and just play their game. I
10
mean, Damage
seconds.
Control is definitely a good team, but Damage Control doesn't do anything crazy. They just play really good paintball as
Yep,
well. So
yep.
I mean, who's gonna outplay who this point and move on?
Game on.
Eric White taken up to the center temple.
5 alive for both teams. No damage control, loses their Dorito corner player.
Wow. All right, so Roughnecks got the center brick and the center temple crossed up. That's interesting, Dylan, because that's Damage Control's.
Damage control gets a minor penalty.
So now there's only 3 bodies alive, and I love that Roughneck is using damage control strategy against them, crossing up the center brick. That's damage control's move.
Yep.
Crossing the center brick in the center temple. Roughneck's putting their own medicine to them. Meanwhile, Roughneck pushes up to Dorito 1
And shoots the back center player.
Wow.
It might be curtains for damage control. Huge upset.
Wow.
Just the snake can and the snake insert bunker for damage control. Five alive for Roughnecks. Roughnecks now, or damage control now losing their snake can. It is the snake insert bunker for damage control, and he's about to get stitched in the head. Good night, damage
That's
control.
all she wrote.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. You basically went undefeated in the prelims, and when the money's on the table, you fold.
But you know, it's just, I don't know. That's tough. Because damage control, they did have a big break in between the games.
Yeah.
So that's gonna,
Yeah.
Roughneck's talking a little something, something.
They looked great all day.
Roughneck talking a little something, something.
Roughnecks with a huge upset. Damage control looking great all day, and they look stunned right now, actually.
I feel stunned if I was them. I think it's a combination of the sitting down, and then also, it's the first point of the quarterfinals, and they were rushed onto the field, if you remember. The very first point of the game, they got a penalty in the first 10 seconds.
They're arguing with the refs right now about that minor penalty, and penalties will kill you, Kenny.
Yeah, we've been there
Oh,
personally as players,
God.
and it sucks.
Yeah, I've had to tell DC Devastation sorry about 70 times.
Yep. I feel bad for damage control in the sense that they did all this good work to get here, and then
They're the number 1 seed.
You picked them to win the tournament earlier, if you remember or not.
Did I really?
Yeah, I think you did, Daddy. I think you did.
Ooh,
Damage
unreal.
control's looking good. But
Bro.
they were looking good. I mean, I understand why you made that pick, but
When you go pretty much undefeated in the prelims,
Yeah.
I'm gonna think you're gonna.
but here's what we said though. They didn't have any adversity.
Right.
You are away.
They did not have any adversity.
Right.
Give me the team that's been bloodied and
Fighting.
battled coming into the finals.
Totally agree.
Versus the team that's had smooth, sailing.
1 minute.
Roughnecks were the last seed to squeak in.
Right.
Damage control was the number 1 seed. Just, we'll show up late to the
Right.
quarters.
It's like if you're a fighter and you're winning your fights and you don't ever get punched in the face, and then you go against the guy that's been in a bunch of ragtag fights. He hits you once.
it's gonna knock you out.
You hit him. He don't care. He's been
Right,
hit.
right.
Keep going. You know. So it's almost. You almost wanted to have seen damage control lose a little more in the prelims in
Totally
some
agree.
weird backwards way, I suppose.
Like you said earlier, when everyone's laughing and having a good time and no one's yelling at each other because it's just sweet, when it gets to the quarters and you start losing some games,
All of a sudden, you're having emotions you haven't had
you
yet.
have second thoughts.
Yep.
Now this is a huge match right here. Winner of this moves on to top 4. A-team on the right, Rude Boys on the
10
left.
seconds.
You got A-team. I got Rude Boys. Both teams are great teams. It's gonna be a battle either way.
Game on.
Rude Boys going to the 40. Insert Dorito. Sorry.
And Snake on the break.
Stacy's checking Tyler Wen.
5 alive for both teams.
Wow, Tyler's cleaning the snake, and Rude Boys get out to the snake corner. 2-pod killer gets into the snake for A-team.
And he's gonna get to the 50 Snake for 18. Way to get up in there first. I believe they know he's there.
Oh yeah. Insert Dorito players looking at him. Tyler better not waste any time and get into this 50 snake to protect himself.
If anything, trade out with him.
Tyler's throwing pods, trying to get creative, but it doesn't bait the 2-pod killer. He's been in the game too long to know.
And A-team loses their Snake player.
Wow. He got shot in the face. A-team does
Oh,
fill
but
out.
Rude Boys lose their Dorito player. 4-on-4 game.
And A-team fills out to the snake corner, which is critical.
Rude Boys now getting up to the center brick.
Ragsdale's in Dorito 1.
You know, it's only a matter of time before he pulls some magic.
You can tell he's just rolling his gun.
This
waiting
Rude Boys
for the
player
right
looks like he's
time.
about to get on his horse and make a little something happen. He's better be careful. There he goes. Up to A-Team's brick. Oh, and they shoot the A-Team's Dorito corner.
This Rude Boys player better not throw his
Oh, and
body away.
Great move by the center player, number 8 on Rude Boys, the wrap
Yep.
and shoot the back center for A-Team.
Wow. A-Team drops their can player. Ragsdale just got
getting
picked
shot.
up. Hey, don't get sloppy now, Rude Boys. Rude Boys comes and cleans it up.
So,
Wow.
Rude Boys saying,
Wow.
we're not done yet. We are a top 4 team every event here, and they lose the first game in the
And I'm
quarters.
saying, I told you so.
Rude Boys still got it.
I don't know why I picked Rude Boys over A-Team, because I could easily have picked A-Team, but I just felt like the way this snake is, I liked Rude Boys, but I mean that was a heck of a battle.
And that was a great game by Downey, number 8 on Rude Boys, to get up to A-Team's center brick,
Yep.
wrap, and shoot the back center player on A-Team.
Getting the critical kill at the critical time.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, that ends the quarterfinals.
A-Team, who looked good all day, they are now going home, and I actually picked them to go to the finals. Clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yep, that's okay. That's okay. We still love you. But hey, kudos to A-Team. I mean, that's look, every time they're right there. It just, you know, and even having the 2-pod killer, but he got eliminated. Someone shot him on the side of the mask. And
Yeah.
Downey picked the Rude Boys up on his back at that point. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. We would agree with that statement.
So, our top 4 teams are
We're getting
Lanesra,
into it.
Lanesra, Roughnecks, Murder Inc., and Rude Boys.
We are getting into it. Cream of the crop rise to the top. Okay? Cream of the crop rises to the top. And we've got a diverse group of teams here. Lanesra is, I'm going to say it, a bunch of old players, okay, that are old guys, but yet still know how to move and play fluid. But they understand the game. These guys are more cerebral and understand the ins and outs. And then you have Murder Inc., who I would say is a bunch of young, hungry killers.
Yep.
And then you got Chokehold and Rude Boys, who I think are both teams that just play across the board.
Roughnecks
good
and Rude
paintball.
Boys, Roughnecks.
And Rude Boys, sorry. Teams that play across the board, just good paintball. You know, they got their killers. They're not going to do anything crazy, you know, unique. They just play paintball and are good at it.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what kind of style emerges as the victor, going for $2,500 cash money, $1,500 HK Army gift certificate.
Yep.
And sometimes I would argue that most importantly, the trophy.
That gold.
Because the trophy stays forever. The cash, they'll spend in a week.
The finals is a race to 2, yes. So, we are in the top 4. We don't know the seeding just yet, but these 4 teams will go at it, play not all each other. Let's say Rude Boys might be playing up against Roughnecks, Lanesra against Murder Inc. I'm just guessing. And the winner of those 2 sets will play in the finals, and
Right.
the losers will play for 3rd and 4th.
All right, so we got 2 sets left.
Yep.
I mean, we are close to the money. You can almost smell it now at this point. The refs are cleaning the field. The teams are getting ready, re-podding, re-strategizing. Because this is why they came here. This is why they've been here since 6:30, 6 a.m.
Right.
And this is why we have been here since 8 a.m. to watch who wins this tournament.
Yep.
And I love to see that we're at 56. We are getting so close to 75. If y'all could just hit up your aunt, hit up
19
your
more.
uncle, get some friends involved, share it on Facebook, hit it up on the Instagram story, let the people know there's a battle going on here at Severn, Maryland, NR Paintball. Yeah, Downey had a great point for Rude Boys. That's right. I'd love to see who you guys got. I mean, we got 56 people in here. Who are people rooting for? Who's the favorites? Who's got the most fans? Who's got it?
I'm interested to see who's going to play each other in these semifinal matches.
So you now you got Lanesra.
Yeah.
Which,
I
by
have
the
them
way, is
winning the
Arsenal
tournament.
backwards. In case everybody's going, what the heck are they saying? It's the old Arsenal guys that are being clever and just saying the name backwards. So don't think they're that clever. So they're Lanesra. You got them at the top. Is that right?
I have Lanesra winning the tournament. And I guess it depends on, the seeding on who I have them playing in the finals. You know who's been playing very well, low-key, is Roughnecks, Eric White.
Eric White's a great player. Eric White has had, by far, hands down, no questions asked, the move of the tournament.
Yeah, by far.
And
not even close.
Just to recap that game, Eric White's team, if you will remember correctly, it was a 5-on-2, okay? Eric White is in the Dorito corner, and a player on the opposing team attempts to go to their center brick. Eric White shoots him.
Yep.
4-on-2.
Yep.
Eric White's still in the corner.
Yep.
Eric White, being the fast speed devil that he is, decides to go all the way to the other team's Dorito. And yeah, he got lucky. Nobody was looking.
Right.
He then proceeds to shoot the other center player, and then takes his happy self and goes down and hits the buzzer with still 3 players alive.
3 players alive on the other team. That is so rare to see. That never happens.
If we ever let someone do that to us, I will quit paintball right then and there.
I would be very upset.
And more especially if it says somebody. Look, guys, Eric White's slow.
Yeah.
And he was able to go all the way down the field.
From the Dorito corner.
So that's Eric White making a great move, not taking anything away, but that's also a failure to communicate by the team
Here
they're
one,
playing
team
against.
4.
So who do we got playing who?
Nice. We're just gonna keep rolling about 5 minutes.
All right, we got
Lanesra,
Lanesra.
you're home. Roughnecks, your way.
There you go.
Rude BoiZ, you're home. Murda Inc., you are away.
Lanesra and Roughnecks.
Lanesra, home. Roughnecks, away. Rude BoiZ, home. Murda Inc., you are away.
Lanesra is going to be going up against Roughnecks.
He wasn't fast when he was 16 either, man. It's amazing. Eric White is able to move his feet so incredibly fast, but yet his body is slow. It's an anomaly that I don't understand.
30 seconds. 5 minutes.
But the guy's smooth.
So we got 5 minutes before this game. If you guys have any questions, please reach out. We're just going to be here
30
chilling.
seconds.
Eric White strapped up right now, ready for
Yep.
war.
Yep.
Going up against Lanesra.
He's going to have a challenge. And I mean, Eric knows a lot of those guys on the Lanesra team, so
14's moving on.
it's
These
always a
other
little
friends,
sweeter when you
move
can
pretty
beat your
quick.
friends.
Yeah,
Give me a little bit
no
of
doubt.
time. Just flag us down.
And Rude BoiZ are going to be going up against Murda Inc. That's going to be a good one.
Paint, whatever you need.
Yeah. Murder Inc.'s young and hungry, but Rude BoiZ have been here, done that.
Right.
And I don't know what Murder Inc.'s coaching status is. I don't know if they got a coach or if they're just organically making decisions or how they're doing it.
But they're playing good.
They are playing well. And young Kai, Killer Kai, is out there making some moves,
Yep.
which is really cool to see, a guy that puts in the work.
4 minutes.
4 minutes till game time. Kyle Williams is winning the whole thing, so we got that. There's a vote for Schmo, Kyle Williams, aka Schmo. Man, you couldn't ask for a better weather day. I'll say
Yeah,
that,
honestly.
that's for sure. We got the cloud cover in play, which is maybe bad for the viewing, but as far as being here, it's beautiful.
We got someone saying Murda Inc. versus Lanesra in the finals. Very well could
Yeah,
happen.
I can see that.
But
See that?
I could see the Rude BoiZ not seeing that.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, and Rude BoiZ, if I'm not mistaken, lost their first game. Right?
That's right. And
So-
that's the thing about Rude BoiZ. For you guys first tuning in, you know, they don't really look that good in the prelims, but later on in the tournament, they just get better and better and better. So now they're in the top 4 and they're looking good.
And that's what you want. You don't want to start fast and finish slow. I'd rather
Like
start
damage
slow
control.
and finish fast. Exactly. Exactly.
Got the refs blowing the field up, cleaning the bunkers, moving paint out of the way so no one slips out here.
Yeah, as players, we've been at tournaments before where you're deep into Sunday, and you know the field kind of takes a
Field's a
beating.
mess. Oh yeah.
So you definitely appreciate when the refs clear the paintballs out of the bunker areas. So when you're diving, you don't dive on a paintball, potentially get called out for something you didn't get shot on.
Right.
Or when you got paint on the bunkers, they're cleaning the bunkers off to make sure there's no rub. It's these little things that NR Paintball does.
What ref has thrown the most penalties today? That hands down will be John Shipley.
Yeah, absolutely, Shipley.
And it takes one to know one.
Yep. And you know, I was actually talking to him about this, and he doesn't appreciate the fact that he's labeled as a cheater. So I will go back and say, you know, I'm sorry, Jimmy. And you know, I shouldn't say
Mars
that.
home, Roughnecks away, Rude Boys home.
But we really know what's up.
away.
You're not a cheater. You just get penalties at tournaments sometimes.
Jimmy's, you know, Jimmy's a great guy.
Yeah.
Jimmy might get a penalty one point, and the next point he goes out and has a 4-pack in 10
Exactly. So what do you do with that?
Right. I mean,
you know?
you just gotta hate it. You're not hate it. You just gotta love it.
Yeah.
Take the good and the bad with it, because Jimmy's a great teammate, a great
Great
guy.
player.
And he's a guy that when you need, when the money's on the line, you need to make a move. I've been playing against Jimmy Shipley my whole entire life. Jimmy is an absolute baller.
He's a missile.
Yeah.
And one thing about Shipley, and certain players have this, he's one of those players, he'll never hesitate.
Nope.
If he thinks in his mind, I need to do this right now, he won't second guess himself.
Nope.
And you got to respect players like that. You know?
He's true to his nature.
Yeah.
That's absolutely correct. And he's a great guy. Jimmy would take the shirt off his back and give it to you any day of the week if you needed it.
1 minute left. This first one's going to be Lanesra on the left, Roughnecks on the right. And it's really hard to bet against Lanesra right now.
He doesn't lose his, yeah, that's correct. We did observe Schmo
60 seconds.
you know, throw up in the California finals. That's correct. Threw the mask, but he stayed strong and kept playing.
30 seconds.
All right. 30 seconds till game time. There's 24 more viewers. Just throw some people out there. Just share a Facebook post, please.
20 seconds. Ten seconds. Game on.
Center brick for the Roughnecks, and they get to the center tower.
Yep, we saw them do this strategy before, crossing it up, controlling the lanes. Lanesra did counter with the center temple move themselves.
2 at home for Lanesra.
We're looking at a 5-on-5 right now. Roughnecks do get to fill out to the Dorito corner, and now look at that. We are mirrored up, center brick, center brick, center
Nice,
temple, center
I like
temple.
it. And it's a 5-on-5 game. No one wants to be that first guy to make a mistake, but the Roughnecks do, and they lose their snake insert player.
Yikes.
That must have been Kyle Williams in the back center with that shot.
It appeared to be. Roughnecks player filling out, trying to get to the snake side better.
Lanesra now getting into the snake insert bunker, and Roughnecks lose their snake can. It's a 3-on-5 in favor of Lanesra.
And just like that, 5-on-2.
Eric White's gonna need to make some magic happen here, Kenny.
Oh, yeah. He does have his guy right next to him, so there is some comfort in that, but they're going to be in a tricky spot here soon. Especially with them filling the snake.
Great run, great move by the Lanesra player to stab out Eric. It's a 4-on-1 now in favor of Lanesra. Oh, and Lanesra loses their tower. Now it's a 3-on-1.
It's just Roughnecks player. Oh, they got a penalty! They got a penalty, Dylan! This Roughnecks player just shot the snake guy!
And we got a 1-on-1.
My goodness.
We have a 1-on-1. Number 23, it looks like, for Lanesra. He's in a 1-on-1 against John Chronic.
That's why you never give up, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a 4-on-1. Oh my god, if Lanesra blows this game,
That is why you never give up.
Lanesra might just blow a 4-on-1 here, guys.
But it's in Chronic's hand.
Oh, and Chronic pulls it out of the snake corner. Lanesra's gonna get the dub.
They better buy him a beer later.
Absolutely. Chronic 717
Wowza.
saying, I'm not going out like that.
Wow.
God, a 4-on-1 and you almost blow it in the
Wow.
semis. Ugh. Unreal. But hey, shout out to Chronic for pulling off that win.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's a huge 1-on-1 win.
And they better be, thank God they had the bodies alive to survive that minor penalty.
Unreal.
Yep, they better be filling Chronic's pods, giving him a back rub, making sure he's good, getting him water, asking if he's hungry or needs anything else, because he just saved them on that point.
Yes, he did. John Chronic, 717.
1 minute.
Great. Way to be clutch.
Rude boys on the field, you're home.
Rude boys are going to be on the left.
Your way.
Murder Inc. on the right.
Lanesra, the Roughnecks, is right back up.
Wow.
Alright. So we got Rude Boys and Murda Inc. Who are you taking? You're going to bet against Rude Boys again, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I am not. I am not.
Okay.
30 seconds.
30 seconds till game time. Never ever doubt the homie. That's absolutely
20
right.
seconds.
Chronic came through in the clutch. They better be getting him some water right now. As we
Absolutely.
10 seconds.
speak. All right. Game 2, or game 1 of round 2. Rude Boys and Murda Inc.
Game on.
2 at home for Murder Inc.
Rude Boys got a nice spread across the field with 3 back bunkers in both corners.
And they lose Tyler out of the snake corner.
Yikes.
Huge kill for Murder Inc.
5-on-4 in Murda Inc.'s favor. Murda Inc. talking it up, letting the people know. And just like that, 4-on-4, Rude Boys counter back and get a kill. Eliminating Murda Inc.'s Dorito 1 player. Murda Inc. with a nice fill out to the Dorito corner to keep the field spread. Keep Rude Boys honest. Troy Peterson in there checking out the Murda Inc. player. Troy says he's good.
4-on-4 game.
That's right. Trent getting back into that corner, his natural habitat where he
Yep.
likes to be.
Yep.
With a nice fill, good timing. There's Killakai making a move up to the center tower for Murda Inc.
He's been playing the center very well
Yep.
for them today.
But it sounds like Rude Boys identified that move, so no surprises there. Rude Boys back center player just kind of looking around, trying to figure out what's what. Put things together with his team.
Still a 4-on-4 game.
And we have an empty snake. Not common at this point in the game to still have an empty snake, but the snake is empty and open and available.
Ragsdale now getting into the big Dorito for Rude Boys.
Yep, ready to get on his horse, it may appear.
Game time finished. Game stopped.
Oh, and Murda Inc. loses their Snake Corner player. Good fill out, though, to get
Yep,
back in
he
the
makes
corner.
the fill immediately to get the spot, keep the field spread.
3-on-4 now in favor of Rude Boys.
Kai's trying to hold up Matt Ragsdale on that Dorito side from making his push.
Oh, and he gets shot in the face.
Wow.
3-on-3 game now. Both teams are in both corners. Rude Boys are in the back center. Murda Inc. is in the center tower.
All right, on the field now is Baltimore Venom and Harrisburg.
And I can really hear Murda Inc. talking it up. I don't hear Rude Boys talking so much.
You're away. Blizzard Silver and Richmond Rejects, you guys are in the hole. Or, I'm sorry, you're on deck. Sad Boys and Annapolis 18, you guys are in the hole.
And I believe Murda Inc. lost the Snake Corner again. How is that twice now that this guy died? 3 times this guy dies out of the Snake Corner for Murda Inc. I don't know who has the shot on Rude Boys on that, but whoever it is
Hey, I wouldn't be
got that
surprised
on
if
point.
it's Trent wire to wire.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Let's see if Kai can make something happen here in the center. 3-on-2 in favor of Rude Boys.
20 seconds.
Rude Boy saying Denver went to Cobra. That means they know Kai went from the center temple to the center brick. All 3 of them. Reducing information asymmetry. They're all on the same page.
Game on.
You can tell Kai's trying to put something together in his head while he's playing, figuring out what can I do to help my team win this game down bodies.
I like the move. If he can wrap and shoot this back center guy, we're going to have a 2-on-2 game.
You gotta love it. Murda Inc.'s down,
Oh, and he misses the shot.
down a body, and they're both
60
pushing.
seconds.
I would love to know why Trent's letting this guy.
Yeah, I
fly
don't
Kai.
know. I have no idea. Finally, Trent does something.
Yeah, he got the shot on him. And now if you're
But
Murda Inc., you just gotta try to stay alive. And let
There's
this lock
less
run.
than a minute left. If this Murda Inc. player can make something happen here, and just
He shot the back center guy.
Nice. Well, I don't know why Trent's still in the Snake Corner. Trent is hiding in the Snake Corner. He needs to wrap and go. You have less than a minute left, probably less than 30 seconds left now.
Unless
Trent,
someone does something,
what
this game's
are
gonna
you
end in a
doing?
stalemate. Maybe he just has no clue of what's left.
This game's gonna end in a stalemate.
And honestly, as far as I'm concerned, that's a win for Murda Inc.
Totally agree.
Being down
Game
bodies.
time finished.
Totally agree.
Game stopped. No
And if I'm the
points.
Rude Boys coach
Overtime.
right now, if I'm the Rude Boys coach,
I'm gonna be yelling a little bit.
I mean, you don't want to ring his ear real bad, but I'm going to look at Trent and be like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, and especially when it's a player like Trent of his caliber. You know, you gotta wonder if he was thinking they had more bodies alive than what they did or what. But you would expect Trent to have went and won that game for his team.
On the field, Roughnecks, you're home. Lanesra, you are away.
But what that
Roughnecks
does
home,
set it up
Lanesra
for,
away.
that sets it up for
And Rude Boys.
both teams win these next
Get
two
air,
games.
get
Is that a
tank,
one-on-one?
get your hits off,
One-on-one.
get water.
Ooh, and we've been waiting on that.
Waiting for
Get
some
right back on.
one-on-ones.
So this is the second game of the semifinals for Lanesra and Roughnecks. If Lanesra wins, they have stamped their way into the finals.
Yep. First
1
tournament
minute.
in the finals. And you know, if I'm the other team, I'm saying we gotta shoot Chronic. We gotta shoot Chronic. He's their anchor. He's their goat on the team. Everybody in the chat's calling him the goat. 100% Chronic goat. So that's who I'm going after.
Yeah.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Lanesra on your right.
10 seconds.
You got Roughnecks on the left.
Revo did give us a one-on-one excitement. I totally agree.
Oh, yeah. If you're just tuning in, Lanesra was down body. Well, actually, Lanesra was up 4-on-1 the last point these guys just played. And then between getting shot and getting penalties, it went from a 4-on-1 to a 1-on-1, and then Chronic won the game. Yep. Lanesra fills out to the corner, and Roughnecks get to the snake successfully. Never mind. Roughnecks desperate move to the snake corner, spread the field. Looks like he got there successfully.
4-on-5 in favor of Lanesra.
And Roughnecks fill out to the Dorito corner, so they got the field spread as they want. Eric White making an interesting move to the center 50.
I like it.
Eric White's waiting for this guy to try to go to the snake.
Eric White is in the center 50, patiently waiting on the snake insert player on Lanesra to try and get into the snake.
That's right.
And he misses the shot. But he shoots the tower.
Yes, he did. Eric's waiting to try to get a shot on the snake player.
Eric White.
Eric White. And now if you can see, Eric's got his other player back up in here to the brick.
Yep.
This is a very interesting point.
Lanesra player making a small.
And he got the
Oh,
shot
and
on
Eric
got the
White.
shot. Eric shot him a couple extra times and even apologized while he was doing it.
The guy behind him
But
has
here's
no
thing,
idea the snake's
Eric does
dead.
not know there's a guy in that second Dorito for Lanesra. Although
Right.
the way he's playing, perhaps he does.
Right.
Oh,
Owen
and Schmo drops.
Chronic now on the snake insert. Only 2 players left alive for Lanesra.
Yep, I told you, Eric didn't know that Dorito player was there. But Lanesra, the Roughnecks make a good move to the snake.
3-on-2 right now in favor of Roughnecks. Lanesra in the Dorito 2 in the snake insert.
But who does Lanesra have left? Chronic.
Yeah, good point.
And Chronic gets the kill.
Chronic shoots the Dorito 2 out. Now it's a 2-on-2 game. And the Dorito player shoots the 50 snake for Lanesra. Wow.
I don't think that anybody saw this Roughneck player make the move to the temple.
Nope.
He better keep his element of surprise and not fire his gun until he's sure he's got a shot. And that didn't work. He did shoot the guy, but look who's left alive.
Look who's left alive. 7-1-7 Chronic. Once again, the last player left alive to close it out and stamp Lanesra into the finals.
Wow. The people called it. Yep. The people called it.
Days.
And that's where you just gotta say, if I'm Eric White, I'm asking myself, I'm in their brick.
Point approved.
I got a guy in the other brick behind me. How did we lose that game? And really, it's because of the Dorito player making a great move for Lanesra. Eric did not see that move and got picked up in the back, or actually in the face when he switched. And then Chronic in the snake insert bunker backed off the bunker probably 5 to 6 feet and created his own angle to be able to shoot the Dorito player on Roughnecks. And then, ultimately they get the win. So again, it looked like Lanesra was about to catch an L, and then Chronic saves him.
60
So
seconds.
they better be taking care of the guy. Yeah, I don't know where Matty Marshall went. It's all good. We can hold it down here. Lanesra walking off calmly and casually, feeling good about themselves. That's tough for Roughnecks because you wanted to see them move on.
Days.
new kids on the block, Lanesra, coming out getting the dub.
You were going back. I was like, I know he's going back and forth.
So now we got Murda Inc. coming back out, and Rood BoiZ. The first game, as you may recall, was actually a stalemate or draw. No point for either team because time ran out. Check my phone. Okay. Checking my phone. I got a text message about a draft I got coming up for fantasy football. Hopefully I'll win some money. That's all I see.
You good, bro? I'm good. God.
What a fight by Roughnecks. I was talking to myself. But
Eric White.
Eric White, you know, if I'm Eric White, I'm looking back and I'm saying, how did we lose that shit? You know, how did we lose that game? And really, it's just the two key things I thought of was, well, one, Eric, you got your face blown off because you didn't pick up the Dorito guy moving.
Right.
And that's not really Eric's fault.
It's
You
not.
would've
He's
liked-
looking on the snake
Especially, and I liked that the guy in the center brick behind Eric came up to support, but I wished he would have looked D-side.
Right,
you know,
totally
'cause you
agree.
got Eric already in their stuff looking that way. And then secondly, Chronic had a beautiful, he backed up maybe 5 or 6 feet to get the angle on the Dorito guy, and that was just, you know, that's what you get when you play paintball for 15, 20 years. You
Yeah.
understand that you can create an angle.
Yep.
You can play the bunker any way you want to play it.
You know, the more experience you get in paintball, you realize that you can live behind your gun. You don't necessarily need to be directly behind a bunker.
Correct.
You know, you can live out in the open behind your gun.
Absolutely. It's all about the angles.
Yep.
It's all about the angles. Are you safer in a bunker? Yeah, sure. But I mean, you can also be way more creative, creating these angles, backing up, doing the retreats, playing. We call it ghosting. When
Right.
you're ghosting a bunker, meaning that you may be 10, 15 feet from the bunker, but you're in a safe zone.
Right.
Because you're a heads-up player and you know what your threats are.
So this is the second point of this match. Remember, the first one was a draw
Right.
because the Rood BoiZ snake corner player was in outer space. But hey, we know this one's going to a third game at bare minimum.
Either way. Yep. Even if one team gets blown off the field right now, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's still going to be a third game.
1 minute.
We got 1 minute till game time. So who do we got out there, people? Rood BoiZ or Murda Inc.? Who's going to be taking on Lanesra? What do the people say?
I mean, I'm sure we've had some Lanesra fans in the chat, that's for sure.
Seconds.
And we are just a short 23 viewers away from Kenny's wish to 75.
Just help me get there. Even if it's just for 10
10
seconds.
seconds.
That's all we're looking for.
We got some Murda Inc. peoples out here.
McNuggets hanging on tight.
Rood BoiZ on the right, Murda Inc. on the left.
DC All-Star, come on now. Trent ain't gonna choke. Come on.
K1.
Killikai goes to the center brick. Wow, Tyler Wen, 77. We got two young talents going up against each other right now.
Murda Inc. losing their back center player.
Oh no, Tyler Wen's having some gun issues. Looks like he's back up and running. Murda Inc. drops their Dorito player as well. 5-on-3 in Rood BoiZ favor.
5-on-2 now in favor of Rood BoiZ.
Yep. Four on three in their favor.
And just one player left to right, left. No, actually two. Both corners
Yeah,
for
they got
Murda Inc.
both corners. That means it's a 4-on-2 in Rood BoiZ favor.
Yep.
Murda Inc. has 2 of the safest bunkers on the field occupied, so it's not going to be easy money for Rood Boys. Rood Boys player pushing up to the center brick for Murda Inc. side. Using the center temple to protect himself.
He's now in their tower. Good move. Oh, but Rood Boys lose Ragsdale out of the Dorito. 2-on-3 now.
Uncharacteristic death for Ragsdale.
And this Rood Boys guy in their tower is kind of in a tough little spot.
Yeah, he's probably regretting that move he made at this point.
He is clean, though.
20 seconds.
Now we
He's
got
hit now. 2-on-2 game.
Man. Hey, Trent got a snake in on the snake corner.
10
Yep.
seconds.
So D corner only. But here we are in a 2-on-1 situation. But this time at Dorito corner. Immediate threats in front of him at the Dorito.
So, all right, here goes Trent, now getting into the 50 snake.
I'd like to see Trent just get this last kill.
And he does. Making up for last game. Rood Boys going to close this out and get their first win on the board
There you
here in
go,
the
Trent.
semifinals.
There you go, Trent.
Days. Point approved.
Murda Inc. and Rood Boys, you're right back up.
Yeah, Trent ain't choking, DC All-Star.
Get what you need, flip to what side you want,
Trent ain't
stay
choking.
on the field.
So these two teams are going to be right back at it.
Oh, okay, now I see why you told me to check my phone. Yeah, Brian, I know who it is. Not when I play golf, and I'll hit you up here when we're done. I got your number saved still. So they got to turn it around.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Lanesra patiently waiting.
Waiting in the finals.
Came down to the wire again, though. That wasn't an easy win for Rood Boys. That, honestly, it seems like they're being a little sloppy closing the games.
Yeah. No
They're
doubt.
being a little sloppy. And they're going to be going up against, whoever wins this point, is going to be going up against an opponent that...
You don't want to be sloppy
No.
against.
No. You best bet find a way to try to burn Chronic.
Yeah.
That was 2 games in a row for him that he willed his team to the victory in
Absolutely.
the closing phases of the game. And
When the money's on the table.
Exactly. And when we talk about closing, what that means is it's down to the 2-on-1s, the 3-on-1s, the 3-on-2s, and you know, how are you going to finish the game, right? Are you going to do it as a team, methodically and coordinated, or is it going to be individuals trying to make big moves?
Right.
Which, like, for example, the Rood Boys player, he made a nice move to the temple, but I can guarantee you there was no teamwork around that. That was
Right.
him just making a move, and it resulted in him ultimately getting shot, not helping, right? So that's what we're talking about, closing sloppy.
This is a must-win game for Murda Inc. And if they win, I believe we go right into one-on-one.
One-on-ones.
I'm pretty sure, right? Or will it be another 5-on-5 sudden death
I
type?
hope for the people it's a one-on-one.
Same.
That's what I'm hoping.
Totally agree.
We deserve it. We earned it.
Need it, deserve it, earned it. Roughnecks will be playing for 3rd and 4th. Whoever loses this match.
Lanesra scouting these games, I would be assuming so.
Yeah.
They got Fram on the team. They got Steve Bart. I don't know where they are, but if I had to bet, I'd say they're scouting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they're scouting somewhere. Rood boys starting to make their way back out now.
60 seconds.
We get what they said. 1v1.
One-on-ones.
Okay.
Good deal.
Thank you.
Murder Inc. wins this. We're gonna have a one-on-one. So I'm hoping Murder Inc. wins this.
1-on-1. And based on the 1-on-1 we did see today, it was highly entertaining.
Yeah,
And ended up with someone taking about 5 bunkers to the back.
yeah. Must-win game for Murder Inc. And then we get to one-on-ones. And I have no idea for both teams, who they're gonna put out there
Is Rood
to
boys
say.
putting out Ragsdale or are they putting out Trent?
I don't know.
And who's Murder Inc. putting out? Killer Kai?
I would put out Kai for Murder Inc. Probably. You know, these teams know each other. They know their players, and they're gonna know. I feel like if Murder Inc. wins, both teams are gonna look. They're gonna know who they're putting out there in the
Yeah,
onesie.
it's
It's
not
not a
gonna be a
guess. It's not
surprise.
rock paper scissors out here.
Right.
They're gonna all know. Hey, we want to win $4 grand today. Can you help us real quick?
Get us
Can you
this-
go shoot this guy for
Get
us?
us this dub real quick.
Yeah. We'll even give you an extra 50 bucks, extra 50 bucks, extra $100. You win this one-on-one. You know, we'll help you with the cut a little bit. So someone said Trent for Rood boys. Someone said Eric for Rood boys. Let's just see what happens. But I hope Murder Inc. wins this and we get a one-on-one.
It'd be an excellent way to end up the semifinals. round.
Absolutely.
Both teams making their way to the start box, getting ready to get this 3rd point rolling.
Rood boys are going to be on the left. Murder Inc. on the right.
If Rood boys win, signed, sealed, delivered. If Murder Inc. wins, one-on-ones. It's been a long day, man.
1 minute.
It's been a long day. It's been an entertaining day. I wouldn't
Shake
want to
and
do
bake.
it with anybody else.
I
this
know.
year.
Shake and bake out here.
I guess I'm gonna give up on the 75 viewer thing. I'm sure.
I'm
you
not
guys-
giving up yet.
I'm sure you all tried. I appreciate y'all getting the messages out there. If you haven't gotten the message out, there's still some time. We only need 24 people to do it. Just 24, that's all.
20 seconds.
Hey, and if there's like 4 or 5 of you watching this together, why don't y'all hop on your phones and watch it separately? Like if you guys are all in the room hanging out, if you can just hop on your phone and let's get those numbers multiplied a little bit real quick, I'd appreciate it.
Away, you have your 5. Home, you have your 5. We're going to start it at 30 seconds.
30
30
seconds.
seconds.
30 seconds.
And here we got
30
owner John Atkins up here. He's loving the smoke. Hey, if Murder Inc. wins this, one-on-ones to see who goes to the final. Yeah. Let's go Murder Inc.
20 seconds.
Really? Yeah. For the semifinals?
I think so.
Nice.
Fraudulent numbers.
10 seconds.
They're not fraudulent. I feel like we're getting gypped.
Game on.
Rood boys going to the insert Dorito. But, oh, man. Murder Inc. getting up to the 50 snake on the break. And he's going to destroy the insert. Oh, my God.
Wow, he missed him.
No, he didn't. Rood boys getting a minor penalty on Tyler Ragsdale.
Tyler Wen still in the snake insert bunker.
2 on 5 now in favor of Murder Inc. And Kenny, it's looking like we're going to have a one-on-one to get to the finals.
One-on-one.
5 on 2. You got Trent in the snake hand, and little Tyler in the insert snake bunker, I believe.
Trent's doing everything he can to keep these guys off, but I'd say it's only a matter of time.
And that's gonna do it. Murda Inc.'s gonna pull this off, and we're gonna get one-on-ones.
Woo!
One-on-one to get to the finals.
Space.
Let's go.
Put your best up. What you got? Put your best up.
What you got? Yep.
Owner John Atkins confirms 2-minute one-on-ones.
Winner is gonna. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh!
Oh! Controversial red flag getting thrown by none other than
No!
Stephen O'Mara.
Don't do it to me, Steven!
Question is, how many bodies
Dirty
did Murda Inc.
hang.
have live? How many bodies did...
Yeah.
Oh,
Dirty
my
hang on
goodness.
Murda Inc.
No way.
Uh-oh. Oh, but they had the bodies.
Somebody from attendance so we can explain the one-on-one rules to you all. We'll go pretty
Wow.
much immediately.
We're going to need to get some clarity here
Hold
from
on.
the refs.
So wasted potential and off offended.
All right. It was a dirty hang on Murda Inc. They called a major.
The score 10.
Head judge is now speaking with Marty. We're going to discuss what's happening here.
Murda Inc. still gets the point.
Deadfield.
That's common sense, ref. Inobvious hit, we're not going to screw you over.
All right. Check this out. So, dirty hang, it's going to be a minor because it was an inobvious hit in his pack. If it was an obvious hit, it would have been a major, right? So, because it was an inobvious hit on his pack, it's going to be a minor. They had Murda Inc. had 3 bodies alive. So they pull the guy that hit the buzzer, another player, but they had 1 extra body who's going to hit the buzzer. Murda Inc.'s going to win the point. We're going to one-on-ones. Let's go.
Let's go. Put your best up.
Yep.
Put your best up. And hey, that's what you want at the NRPL, right? So we had a little thing we had to get figured out. The head ref talks to the master ref. We get it figured out. Unobvious hit. We're not going to screw you over because
Right.
of an unobvious hit in the pack.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to get a penalty, but as long as you got the bodies alive, you're not getting screwed over. Okay? That's the kind of operation.
It's
we
a
got
fair
going on.
fight out here.
Absolutely. Who's gonna win the one-on-one?
I'm stoked to see who these teams bring out for this one-on-one.
I think they're bringing out Ragsdale and Killikai. And if not Ragsdale, Trent. Although Rude Boys, I mean, Cheesum's good too. Man, yeah, they could do anybody.
So, one-on-one, winner goes to the finals and a chance to win $4,000.
$2,500 cash money, $1,500 HK.
The question is, who do you trust? That's a lot of money. Because if you really think about it, you're almost betting $4,000 on one-on-one.
All of a sudden, the pressure becomes a little immense, I would say.
Yeah, we'll definitely get back on Call of Duty later today. Hit me up.
Yeah, Eric is no one to sleep on. I think that's Cheesum he's talking about. Yeah.
Oh man.
Or no, Eric's not Cheesum. Sorry.
We're
Yeah,
going to run
Eric's
45 seconds. Live
Yeah,
field.
this potentially is a $4,000 one-on-one.
And what happens if they tie in the one-on-one? And time runs out.
They do another one.
Next bodies.
They do another one. Next 2 up.
1 minute.
Wasted potential and offended. Please get your one-on-one players to the field.
And believe it or not, on the other D5 field, we actually have one-on-ones going on behind us as well. So
It is not a best-of-3 one-on-ones. I think it's just a one and done. John, just one, right?
3 seconds.
Rude Boys and Murda Inc. One-on-ones.
20 seconds.
Need your players up on the box. And have your secondary one-on-one players standing by just in case.
Put your bet, and I told you, look who's going to the box. 5-3.
Tyler Ragsdale.
It's Matt Ragsdale.
Not Ragsdale, shit. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Little Tyler. It's been a long day.
It has been a long day. It is
Matt
okay.
Ragsdale has been called to step up for the Rude Boys
Who they?
and take his team to the finals.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Killer Kai's coming out.
Hey, Murda Inc. Murda Inc. Murda Inc. Murda Inc.
Nope. Not Killer
Murda
Kai.
Inc. Who are you guys putting out there? Tom Cook?
Tom Cook
I think
for
he's-
Murder Inc.
I think his numbers. We got number 52 going against number 53, as fate would have it.
Yeah, 53 Matt Ragsdale is going up against 52 Tom Cook. And this is the guy who got the minor when he hung it. Yeah, redemption.
Game start.
Yeah, this is potentially a $4,000 one-on-one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. There's some smoke out here.
Yeah, Dirty Little Sloth called it Robbie or Kyle. And actually, no, you didn't call it. It was Tom. Sorry.
Matty Cook against Matt Ragsdale.
Tom Cook versus Matt Ragsdale.
Tom Cook.
Tom Cook versus Matt Ragsdale. Tom
Versus
Cook,
Matt
number
Ragsdale.
52, murdering versus Matt Ragsdale, number 53, Rude
All
Boys.
right. Who you going with? I know who I'm going with.
I know who you're going with, so I'm going to make it interesting and go 52. I'm going to go 52.
You're
Tom
going,
Cook.
you're betting against Ragsdale?
Just to keep things interesting. Just to keep things
30
interesting.
seconds.
Plus, this guy's got a chip on his shoulder. He just got the dirty hang. Now, granted, it didn't change the fact this is going to be happening either way, but still.
20 seconds.
He's saying you got to watch Cookie with them lanes.
Oh, man.
So he's saying, okay, so he's saying Tom might shoot Ragsdale in the first 5 seconds is what he's saying.
10 seconds.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we play the game. 4 G's, who's going to get a snack
This
at
is
it?
why you play the game right here.
Game on.
Ooh, both players making big moves. Cook gets to the center brick. Ragsdale gets to the Dorito side. Cook's calling for a hit,
He's clean?
but he's not hit. 52.
Murder Inc. is moving on to the finals. Tom Cook.
52.
And he's going to do the loader dump.
He doesn't have
Very
any paint to
original.
dump. He shot all his paint. He got no paint to dump.
Hold on. He was dirty in the last hang. Let's see if he's
alright,
clean
you're
on
right,
this
you're right.
one.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You're correct.
22.
He's clean.
Hey, Tom Cook, his name was called. He stepped up.
Way to go, Tom Cook. Way to step up and advance your team to the finals.
Hey, Matt Ragsdale, you can't. You got to go out there and try.
They both went hard.
Ragsdale didn't go down soft. He went down fighting for sure. Kudos to Matt Ragsdale and Rude Boys.
All right,
Again,
we'll take about
there they
5,
are,
10 minute
taking a
break,
sniff
no
at the
more
top.
For the finals.
Hey, we're at 57. We're getting there, people. 18. We just need 18.
Cookie gets the win for Murder Inc. Way to go.
We're getting closer. We're at 57.
Wow.
I told you 52 was going to win.
Play the lottery later, too. Unreal.
And I love how 52, before he even shot, get out, get out. He
Yeah.
hadn't even shot the guy yet, and he's already predicting the future. That's a heck of a point, though. Heck of a match, heck of a tournament, heck of a day.
That's what you love to see in the semifinals.
And now it comes down to the two
Yep.
Lanesra
Against Murder Inc.
versus Murder Inc. And really, this is a battle of young versus old.
Yeah, it really is. And both of these teams didn't play the last NRPL. These are new blood, and they're in the finals.
New blood in the finals. But that's what you want to see. You want to have that kind of parity in the league. You want to have it where it's not the same top dogs every single time. Now, granted, Rood Boys were right there. Chokehold was right there. Those are some top dogs that we see. A-Team was there. But the cream of the crop rise to the top. I don't know why I like that so much. And here you have two new bloods, as you said, NRPL finals. Yeah, Infamous called it, so I'll say it again. Murda and Arsenal in the finals. You're right. You're right. Wow.
Rood Boys will be playing Roughnecks for 3rd and 4th. And we got the big dogs, Lanesra, going up against the big dogs, Murda Inc.
Yeah. Thank you. I was. Thank you.
Wow.
Hopefully I don't get super burned. Leave the series for the taking.
Totally
still.
agree.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point.
I don't know who's leading in the series or the top teams. The next time we have this, we'll definitely get the rankings and let you guys know, the seeding, at least the top 4 teams. Because this is the 3rd event of the season.
The Hooligans are out.
And we're about to crown a new champion.
We're letting the teams and the refs take a small break, get themselves composed and together.
Rood Boys win the first tournament. Revo 4 wins the second one. And now it's either going to be Lanesra or Murda Inc. on this one.
And look at that. And then there was 59. 16 people.
Oh, we're so close.
Just text your friend real
But,
quick.
but yeah, so far.
That's a good question. What's played first, runner-up or final? I would assume final, but
We will let you know in about 2 minutes. Hey, Scott! Scott!
that's what it sounds like. So here we go. DC All-Stars giving us the breakdown. See, that's why we love this chat thread.
Yep. Rood Boys first, Templar second. Really? They didn't even make the quarters, though.
Yeah, but this is probably going into this tournament, I would assume.
A-Team is fourth.
It's probably going into this tournament. If that's the case, because Templars, what, were second place last tournament?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, season rank before this tournament. Thank you, DC All-Star.
Season rank before this tournament. Okay.
Thank you.
So after this, we will have new seeding.
It's going to be Richmond, Regret, Rejects.
So you're going Lanesra?
Rejects. And
I think smart
Experience is huge
I think
in the
smart
first.
money says that, but I think there's something to be said for young, hungry talent.
Yeah.
and Baltimore Bennett. A Bennett and Annapolis 18, you guys are on deck.
But if you were gonna say, hey, let's put some money on it, I'm saying, okay, I need.
So Richmond Rejects and Baltimore Bennett, you guys are up first.
I will say this though, Lanesra cannot afford to blow a 4-on-1 potentially again.
Murda Inc. better be trying to figure out a way to burn Chronic, knowing where he goes and try to get guns on him to shoot him. Because he truly is one player that is just making an impact.
He really is.
In the second half of these points during the closing stages.
Yeah.
And that's not to take credit. I mean, Lanesra, all their players, Schmo's playing great, burning people. 17's playing great in the Snake, killing it. Fram's playing great up the middle. I mean, they got guys that are playing well. Steve Bart's playing the Dorito side. Steve Bart's the guy that hyped himself up, walking up saying, "Watch this," and then went to the temple and didn't do anything. Yeah. That's typical Steve Bart, though. That's okay. But I mean, they're playing great as a team, but it just seems to be that Chronic is there in the closing stages
Clutch.
when needed most. Oh my goodness, that's right. Ryan, I'll never forget that. That's your friend. $59. All right, I'll give up on 75. I'm about to just jump on it myself and get. Oh, we're at 62. Hello out there, viewing
man.
world. Welcome to the podcast and broadcast. If you've just tuned in, the last 3 latest viewers, we're now here at the finals of the NRPL. We're at a small break in between the game actions as it's been go, go, go all day. They said about another 5 minutes and we'll be starting up. You've got 2 teams battling for first and second. Murda Inc.,
1 minute.
a team comprised of what appears to be a bunch of young stunners, with some age perhaps sprinkled in here and there, but predominantly young players who are young and hungry, going against the contrasting style of Lanesra, which is players that have been in the game for a long time and are a little more slow and methodical, one may say. So it's definitely 2 conflicting styles that will be going up against each other.
You got a young and hungry versus an old experience.
Right. Smart Money says old experience, thank you very much, especially when it's not just a one-shot game, it's best out of 3.
Right.
Right? So you beat me once, that's magic in a bottle. You got to beat me 2, you got to beat me again.
Right.
So Smart Money says old heads, but
First point, Rood, Roughnecks, you're home. Rood boys.
We're gonna
You are
start
away.
the first set with
Lanesra,
3rd and
you're
4th.
home.
we're going to
Murda
delay the drama a little,
You
get to
are
the 3rd and
away.
4th first. Now hopefully these 3rd and 4th teams,
Guys ready to rock and roll?
3 minutes, time to rock and roll. Hopefully these 3rd and 4th games provide us some entertaining paintball. I want to see some crazy stuff, hopefully.
Right.
Although at the same time, if you come in 3rd, you're winning a $500 HK Army gift certificate along with either hoppers or masks.
From Virtue.
Correct. And if you come in 4th, you're not getting nada. Zip, sada, nada.
You're getting a thank you for coming out.
You're getting a thank you. Have a nice day. Enjoy the drive home.
Yeah. And no one wants that.
No. So there is still some skin in the game for this 3rd and 4th match.
Yep.
And if we could just get 13 more viewers, we would be at that magical 75 number to enjoy the finals. Old head sounds like shade. Kids these days can't even deal with 1 bonus ball. Well, we are old heads, so
Yeah,
we
exactly.
can say that with no qualms.
Yeah.
We are them. But yeah, you're right.
Uncapped semi and 15 balls a second PSP. I felt that.
That was a different animal.
Yeah.
That was a different animal. So here we got Roughnecks coming out. Let's get some pep in the step, Eric White.
2
There
minutes.
you go. Trying to get these guys fired up so we can see something interesting.
Roughnecks are going to be on the left, Rude Boys on the right. And at this point, I just want good
1
people.
minute.
All right, Richmond.
You know, I hope we have close matches.
Let's finish it strong.
Maybe a little bit of controversy sprinkled in.
Well,
You know,
we had a dirty hang that resulted in a one-on-one.
that was probably the best we're going to get all year.
And then the best move of the tournament, fostered by Eric White, he's now out there. He'll be on Roughnecks on the left.
Also, that one-on-one by the Revo player where he bunkers the guy. That was
Phenomenal.
great.
Phenomenal. We've seen a handful of 2-on-1s won today.
Yep.
A handful.
Yeah.
You said when I was out, Domo Dreadlock Killer won a 3-on-1.
Yes, he did.
So there's a 3-on-1 out there. I mean, technically Eric White won a 5-on-2, but we did crown him move of the tournament thus far.
By far, that was the tournament.
So,
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna beat that, honestly. Not this event. That one takes the
No.
cake.
and now this is a part of the game where all the paintballers will know late Sunday, the sun is a factor.
Yep.
And siding becomes a big advantage. So right now, the team on our left, which you'll see here shortly, we called that out. Domo won the 3-on-1. The team on the left is looking directly into the sun. Now, if you're an experienced paintball player, that's something you're used to. You know how to adapt to that. Teams on the right are looking into the shade. So, I mean, if Roughnecks can get a win looking into the sun the first
10
point,
seconds.
that's big time.
Yeah, sun is definitely a factor right now.
And we're off. 5-on-5 paintball right now. Eric White gets up into the center temple. Roughnecks in the Snake Aztec bunker. Probably looking to make a jump over when he can.
Still 5-on-5.
Both teams absolutely rolling their guns and communicating. Ragsdale gets up into the Dorito 1.
Still a 5-on-5 game.
Someone's gonna have to give eventually. Really? Both teams still communicating to each other. Rood BoiZ does make the secondary move out to the Dorito corner. Eric White is just staying posted on the Snake insert bunker, not letting that guy breathe.
Still a 5-on-5 game.
All right. Clearly, both these teams want that $500 HK gift certificate. Well, I can officially say this is the longest we have gone with a 5-on-5 still in play.
Absolutely.
All day long.
Absolutely.
Eric White's wrapping the inside of his bunker, trying to find something creative.
Nice little finesse
Wow.
move by Tyler to get into the Snake.
That's the young talent you like to see. That was a very creative move.
Yeah.
And then he matrixed a ball that almost took his face off.
Here he comes
Tyler's
now,
got
crawling
shots in
up.
the pack doing this, so I guarantee you he's going to be staying low the whole time right now. Yeah, he's checking, make sure that pack's down.
He's got the guy in the brick posted on him. Oh, and Roughnecks finally lose a player. 4-on-5 in favor of Rood BoiZ. No, I'm sorry, Rood BoiZ lose a player.
Rood BoiZ drop a
5-on-4
player.
in favor of Roughnecks.
You can see Tyler was trying to get creative with the bunker rub, but he missed the bunker. Stick to paintball, not baseball.
All right, Annapolis 18 in a minute. You guys are on the field.
Matt Ragsdale making a move up the Dorito side.
You guys are on next, so get your
Roughnecks counter with a move to the Dorito 1 and themselves.
Great shot by Tyler to be able to shoot the brick, the center brick.
So Roughnecks now have 3 bodies alive, is that right?
No, 4. It's a 4-on-4 game.
Okay.
Eric
White's in the brick, trying to keep Snake Player honest. Oh, and Rude Boys drop their back center player, Dylan.
And they lose their Dorito player.
You hate it when 2 bodies come off at the same time.
Yep. The D side looks clear.
60 seconds.
Oh, and the Roughnecks player for the Snake guy gets shot out, but here's a huge move by Roughnecks to go down the Dorito side. Wow. Look at this. Roughnecks are gonna hit the buzzard clean when Rude Boys have a 50 Snake player. Wow. Great move by the Roughnecks.
That's a heads-up play right there.
Very heads-up play. That's why, as a Snake player, you need to look inside.
That was phenomenal heads-up player by the Roughneck Dorito side.
Absolutely.
He said, I want the 500
Point approved.
HK gift certificate.
Facts.
I want the HK joggers. I want the HK pack. I want the HK pads.
Way to put the team on the back, because it wasn't looking good for him for a second.
That was questionable circumstances, and he was able to pull it out.
Lanesra, you're home. Murda,
But now,
you're away.
this is why we're here.
Roughnecks, you're home. Rude Boys,
This is
you're
why we're
away.
here.
Lanesra is going to be on the left, Murder Inc. on the right. This is for first and second, ladies and gentlemen. And we are only 13 viewers away from 75. I'm not giving up yet.
Please, just
We're so close.
if you're watching on your computer, hop onto your phone as well. Somebody called fraudulent numbers at this point. I don't care. Just get us to 75. It's free. Only thing it costs you is your time. Well, Lanestra's going to be looking into the sun.
Yeah. Huge advantage for the team on the right because the sun is just beaming down on the team on the
30
left.
seconds. 30 seconds. Twenty seconds. 20 seconds.
20 seconds till the biggest game of the day.
We're going to hold the clock for the other field.
10 seconds. Game on.
All right, we're going to start the clock at 15 seconds.
Seconds.
10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you play the game. First and second place, best of 3, game 1.
Game on.
Gillikai makes it to the center brick.
And Murder Inc. gets to the 50 Snake on the break.
They have the position. What Murder Inc. needs to watch out for is the insert Dorito player's got a beat on him.
Yep.
But Murder Inc. is aware of it now.
5 on 5.
That's right, Murder Inc. player is going to retreat and get to a safer position. Can Murder Inc. take advantage of the field position?
Chronic making a good fill out to the Snake corner.
That's bad for Murder Inc.
Yep.
Chronic's in his home base.
Murder Inc. now gets to the Snake corner as well. Still a 5 on 5 game.
Successfully. Oh, Murder Inc. drops their Dorito 1 player.
And they drop their Dorito corner player. And through that chaos, Lanesra gets into the Snake. Great move by the Lanesra player. Stab, shoots the Snake guy clean.
50 Dorito.
And the 50 snake. 2 on 5 in favor of Lanesra. 1 on 5 in favor of Lanesra.
Snake player for Lanesra calling it out. Brick is a G.
And it's only the snake corner left alive for Murda Inc. Five on 1.
Point of crew.
All right, guys, that's it. We're moving into finals.
Fram coming in to drop the hammer.
Annapolis 18 for first and second. Offended and Baltimore Venom, you guys will be playing.
Second hammer drop.
Yep.
Just a moment, we'll get started.
And Lanesra is going to take this first win.
Games.
Boy, oh boy.
They just look unstoppable. From the quarters on, they have looked unstoppable.
What does a G mean? A G is a
Point
code.
of crew.
It's a common code that a lot of teams use to say that they've shot one person on the other team. So if someone yells, snake's a G, that's just a way of saying that I've shot the snake guy.
Right.
So you'll hear teams go G3,
On the
G3.
field,
That means
Rude
they've killed 3 guys on the
Rude
other
boys are
team.
home. Roughnecks, you're away.
Typically, that's what a G means. Old school kill call. That's right. And if I'm Murda Inc., my plan came to fruition in the first 10
You're
seconds.
gonna be home.
I had all the spots I
Lanesra,
wanted.
You're gonna be away.
I had all the control. Lanesra was stuck in the back center bunkers, and I lost the game.
Yeah.
So that's a demoralizing loss, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah.
Because
Lanesra.
your game plan was executed perfectly initially, and the other team was just able to play through it.
And Murda Inc. players walking off with their heads down.
Yeah,
You're not out of it yet.
yeah.
You know, you don't want to see that walking off.
But the thing that I'm kind of still scratching my head on after this far into the tournament, Murda Inc. has Killikai go to the brick,
And look decent.
and he looks decent. And the snake player is able to go all the way up to the snake for Lanesra,
Get to the
out,
50 and wrap around. Run around.
yeah, shoot out Murda Inc. snake guy and stay alive. So I mean, I don't know what exactly. Maybe they don't have a coach, or maybe they do. I'm not sure what the plan was to control the snake side, but the big success has always been the snake brick. The only time the snake brick shouldn't be looking snake side is if you have the temple crossed up right there with them, right?
Right.
So, you know, the plan came to fruition, but I don't know that that was the best plan to have for game 1 of the finals, to let
Right.
the snake go uncontested.
You're going to lose 9 times out of 10 when you don't have a gun stopping them from getting in the snake. You know? And like you said, we're in the finals. You thought that would have been fixed before the quarters.
This guy's saying, is this the NRPL or Captain Carl's? That was the old school paintball field, Captain Carl's.
30 seconds.
Old heads bringing out the crowd.
Got the trolls. Well, 67 viewers.
Oh,
We're so close. Oh my God.
come on,
20
people.
seconds.
Eight viewers away.
Give it to me, guys. Give it to us. We're so close. Even if it's at the last day, at the last second of the last game, I don't
10
care.
seconds.
75.
Rude Boys on the left, Roughnecks on the right. If Roughnecks wins this point, they just clinch 3rd place.
Game
Oh. Rude Boys go to the 40 Dorito off the break because
And he makes
why not?
it. And they shoot Roughnecks back center player.
4-on-4, Rude Boys player did get shot. Eric White.
Trent now getting into the snake for Rude Boys. Rude Boys losing their center brick player.
Yikes. You can hear Eric White. His voice carries very well as a communicator.
Yep. Talking his boys, let them know what's going on. Rude Boys have both corner players and 50 snake.
Rude Boys counter up to the Dorito 1. Eric's been looking snake side, and he let go of the Dorito side. Now all of a sudden, Ragsdale's in Dorito 2.
And what a play by Ragsdale. He shoots the snake can and Eric out of the tower. It's a 2-on-2 game.
But then gets eliminated himself.
Yep. 2-on-2 game. Rude Boys in the 50 snake and snake corner. Roughnecks in the Dorito corner in the snake insert. Roughnecks now getting up the Dorito side.
He realizes he has the... Yeah, we saw him do this last point all the way. All the way. Oh, and he
bounced him.
Picked up. No. Good heads-up play by Trent right there.
And he's going to try and run and grab the flag.
That's exactly what
But so is heads-up play by Trent right there to hit the buzzard.
Wow. Wow. So this is back-to-back points now. First point, Roughnecks go and hit the buzzer with other players alive. This point, Rude Boys do it.
Heads-up play by Trent.
Anything you can do, I can do better. All right, the real box. just stay locked on, all right? That's all I have to do. We're gonna work on all the technicalities. I would just love to see it say viewer 75. That's just for a second.
All right, you're home. Lanesra, you're away.
How to share the link?
Rude Boys and Roughnecks, you're
On my Facebook, I have a link posted to the live stream through Twitch. We got drones flying out here. It's 2020.
Yeah. That's sweet.
The real Voxy. Are you saying that's the official number is 75? Because that was just my own personal number I was hoping we would get to. Is that an actual number for Twitch you're saying that you need to become partnered, as you said, or are you just messing with us?
Trolls.
They're saying 75 average users.
If you're one of the last 4 teams participating, that means if you were one of the 4 teams that just played, get back over to field 2 because we're going to start off with a finish.
We got some trolls.
That's interesting. I was just going for, yeah, maybe they're just messing with me because I haven't won 75. I don't know.
All right, well, we know that 3rd and 4th is going to go to a rubber match. But
Young Killa's looking into the sun now.
if Lanesra wins this one, they're walking away with a first place trophy and some bread. So let's see what Murda Inc. can do here.
I just please, if you get to the center brick, just shoot snake side. Do not shoot Dorito side. Someone's saying we're at 70.
74!
We're at 74.
We're at 74! We're at 74!
Somebody hop on for us. One viewer away.
Murda Inc., you have your 5.
You and I can't do it. No, we can't.
No, I'm not. I just want to take a picture of it.
Anybody but me and you. All right, we got someone jumping on. Nice. And they're saying that at 75 average viewers, and all of a sudden Twitch might notice you a little more, perhaps.
We're at 74. One more. Hurry.
Hurry.
Oh my
30
god.
seconds.
Oh my god, that's a great video.
Oh my god.
Hey, all 75 of y'all. Nothing but love.
Let's go.
And if we know you, we
Kenny
don't know,
did it. You're damn right he did.
We all did it. We all did it. But thank you guys, for real. You all can
Let's
leave.
go.
You guys can go.
All right, get out now. Don't watch this last finals game. Thanks, guys.
Murda Inc. on the
We're
left.
signing out. Peace.
Lanesra on the right. We got our 75. I like Murda Inc. going aggressive. Dorito 1 up the break and the snake corner.
5-on-5 game still. Oh, Murda Inc. loses their snake corner player.
Lanesra fills the center temple and the snake. Murda Inc. does get out to the Dorito corner.
Lanesra now on the snake. Oh, and Murda Inc.
Yikes.
loses their snake can player. 3-on-5 in favor of Lanesra.
Rejects, you will be away first.
Killer Kai trying to save it for the squad, making a nice move out to the corner.
Nice.
Now we've seen 5-on-3s be pulled out before, so I'm not giving up on Murda Inc. yet. They got here. They obviously got some kind of game to themselves.
Right.
Let's see what they can do with it. John Fram's in the center 50 trying to get sneaky. You can hear Lanesra talking it up big time. They're not taking their opponent lightly. They're still trying to communicate and figure out where the bodies are.
Still a 5-on-3 in favor of Lanesra. Lanesra now getting up to Murda Inc.'s brick.
Fram now in the brick. Fram's gonna try to get creative right now and use this center temple as a block. Oh. Murda Inc. drops their Dorito 1 player.
Both corners only for Murda Inc.
Yep, and you would love to see the Murda Inc. quarter look inside, which he's doing. It's not going to be an easy task right now to get these last 2 bodies.
Nope.
As long as Murda Inc. doesn't make it easy for him.
And they shoot one guy.
They shoot one guy out. Oh, we got a ref coming in. Okay, they already pulled him.
Chronic now getting into the 50 snake for Lanesra. He's going to shoot up the Dorito corner player.
Murda Inc. just needs to knuckle down and play tight right now.
And let this time.
Yeah, I wish this Murda Inc. guy would get low in the Dorito corner.
Just these 2 Murda Inc. players need to just stay alive and let the time
You
run.
don't need to win this game. You tie it, you're still in it.
Yep.
You got Chronic here in the 50 snake.
Uh-oh, we got Shipley coming in to check. He's checking the snake player for Lanesra,
Wow.
and he is clean.
Lanesra dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah, they did.
Killer Kai in the quarter for Murda Inc. He's got his teammate in the Dorito corner. They just got to hold it down.
Yes, they do.
Everybody on Lanesra knows it's only back, left, back, right, but nobody wants to risk their body doing anything stupid. Oh, man, you hate to see it.
And that's it. Lanesra is going to win this tournament.
You hate to see it. Oh, Killer Kai got eliminated. They're going to check themselves, make sure no one's got any hits before they hang this flag. And you know what? Congrats to Lanesra.
Yeah, no doubt.
Congrats to Lanesra. They were the best team today. They were the best team today. They won some clutch points. And their strategy today, they never went anything aggressive off the break. They were 5 guns up every single point.
Yep.
And they stuck tried and true to what their strategy was. And now they are $2,500 cash money richer.
Yep.
They're going to upgrade themselves with $1,500 worth of HK gear.
Yep.
And they're going to have the trophy and they're going to have the banner. So, kudos to those guys. Here's a cool thing. New team at the tournament getting the dub.
Yep.
So if you think you got some game and you can hang with these dudes, which I'm sure you can, come out here to the next tournament.
Yeah.
And maybe all of a sudden you're $2,500 richer with some HK gear on the side. And apparently we were at 80 views there for a minute, so God bless all of you guys.
All right, on the field, Roughnecks, looks like you guys are making it to home. And Rude
So
Boys, you're away.
winner of this game is going to get 3rd and 4th, and I'm sorry,
Roughnecks,
guys,
you have your
but
5.
Kenny and I are getting the hell out of here.
Yeah,
Rude
absolutely.
boys, can you
It's
have your
been a-
5?
It's been a long day.
It is now 6 o'clock.
It's been a good run.
We've been here since 7:30 this morning.
Yep. We've watched a lot of
A
paintball.
lot of paintball.
IT staff's
man.
been here since 5, if not earlier. So, you know, the NRPL staff is dedicated here.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to get when you sign up and invest in a tournament like
Yep.
this. First class across the board.
How do I sign a team up? It's going to be on APPA, or you can reach out to John officially. Hit up the IG thread. Hit him in the DMs, and they'll get you signed up.
NRPL Series. Just fire off a message. Say, I want to sign up. I guarantee you someone's going to reply to you and
Absolutely.
get you squared away. And then you can come out and compete in these tournaments, and all this stuff is, I believe, going to be saved, so you can come back and watch. These are memories you now have forever.
Right. You can watch your games, and we'll have better cameras for the next one.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Last game of the day. Unless, in theory, we tie.
Roughnecks on the left, Rude Boys on the right.
Game on.
Still 5-on-5 game. Actually, Roughnecks lose two bodies.
This was your pen.
Yes, you could. We could find you a free agent if you have 4 solids and you need a 5th. We potentially could find you a 5th body.
Just say it in the message. Say it in the message so that because they got a free agent pool they work, so just let them know ahead of time.
And Rude Boys made short work of this one. They're gonna seal up a 3rd place here.
Yep, that looks like Chase in the center trying to put that work in. Last game of the day. Putting the pressure on the center temple. Trent tries to drop the hammer.
And that's gonna do it. Rude Boys are gonna get the 3rd place finish. And
Guys, thank
Wow.
you for getting us to 80.
yeah,
I wanted 75 and you got us 80. Thank you.
yeah, man. Thanks, guys.
Hope you all enjoyed it. I hope we gave you a better product as far as our announcing goes than we did the last one. We're trying to get better each time.
Yep.
We didn't go to school for this. We don't have any professional training. But what we do have is, this is one of my best friends. We have a good vibe between the two of us, and we both know the game.
Absolutely.
So hopefully we make it enjoyable for y'all to watch. Obviously, it couldn't have been horrible because at some point 80 people were listening to
Let's
us.
go. 100 for the next one.
That's the goal.
We're just gonna keep going up. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Love you.
Hey, congratulations to Lanesra. Congratulations to Rude Boys, Roughnecks, Murda Inc. We out.
We out. Thanks, guys.